Hey guys, so I just wanted to come on here and do a comparison between Xiaomi Mi 8 and the Asus Zenfone 5Z, two extremely affordable Snapdragon 845 devices that you can get for about €400, so very good value for money. Let's have a look how they do compare. We're going to check out the speed and performance. So you're getting Mi UI 9 versus the latest Zen UI. And they're both about the same size, both coming with different RAM configurations. We do have 6 gigs of RAM in the Mi 8, which does boot on a little bit faster here when it comes to the startup, which is pretty nice. It is extremely fast. It can even beat the OnePlus 6 in that manner. Both of them coming with the dreaded notch, but you do get used to that. I think every phone is going to come with that in the future, to be honest, so you know, it's not a huge deal. In terms of the displays, you do get HDR technology in the Mi 8, which I think actually does give it the edge when it comes to the screen here. If you look at it from the side, you can see while the Zenfone is very good, it does degrade a little bit more than the Mi 8. So that's something to bear in mind. You're also going to get much deeper blacks, I think, when it comes to the viewing experience. So let's have a look how they do compare in terms of the speed then. We have installed a few apps and we're going to close everything down. Both of them are fully up to date. So let's start with the basic ones. So my money on this one is with probably the Zenfone actually, because the Zen UI tends to be very well optimized, but so is Mi UI 8 as well. You know, you can't really say that skins are slow anymore. I think you can see starting off here, both of them very similar. Is this on the max brightness? Yes, it is. To me, the Mi 8 screen definitely looks a lot brighter here head to head. So that is something I do notice. And you can see both of them pretty similar here. Zenfone a little bit faster with UFC. What else do we have? Foursquare. Again, very similar. Twitch again on the Asus. That was the Mi 8 that time. Camera. Mi 8 just a little bit there. Let's try the Play Store. That was the Asus. So we are going to resume here. Someone came to my door and I had to answer it. So we were just checking out the speed of the apps. I think it went to the Zenfone only just when it came to the basic ones. We're just going to move on now to the games and see if there's any differences here. Both of them seem to load very quickly, as you can see. And I think that was a little bit snappier on the left. Let's try Angry Birds. And that was the right. And Dead Trigger. Very old school game. Zenfone again. And Into the Dead. It seems like the Zenfone here again. So I'm definitely noticing a speed difference when it comes to the apps and the games. Quite a big one as well, really. So props where props is due, you know. My suspicions came out correct here. Asus really killing it when it comes to the speed. Let's have a look at the Wi-Fi. Start with Asus. Still think the Mi 8 has seems to be a slightly brighter screen here head on. Just what I'm just noticing on pretty much all these apps. I mean, amazing the amount of screen technology you're getting here. So Zenfone is definitely on the faster one. So is it on the faster one? I can't even see it actually. It should be on the faster one, cause yeah, there you go. That was weird. And let's try this one. Oh, I think I know what it's done here. I think it's defaulted to the other one. We'll just get on the faster one. Go. So I have a feeling the Mi 8 is a beast when it comes to the Wi-Fi. Easily hitting 200, which makes my internet connection look good nowadays. And you can see the upload is also no slouch, getting roughly 13.5. We'll give the Zenfone a chance here again. And it doesn't look like it's going for it this time. Looks like it's had enough. The Zenfone, very poor score that time. So that is quite strange. What else do we have here in terms of differences between these two? I think the battery is about the same. 3120 in the Mi 8, and what do you get with the hang on, just looking this up, because battery is important. You know, there's no point having there we go, 3300. So you get a little bit bigger battery in the Zenfone, which could be good for longevity, but I think the screen is a little bit bigger as well, so that could suck more battery life. So yeah, let's have a look at the browsing here. We're just going to go to shall we say GSM. So very quick load there on the right. And again, I am using Chrome on the Xiaomi because the inbuilt browser is very heavily kind of Mandarin, so you know, I don't really know what's going on, and I think Chrome runs quite good actually overall. So a little bit of a pop-up there, but I think they're quite comparable really when it comes to the web browsing, you know, not hugely different here. So a little bit weirdness here, can't click on the link for some reason, or any link. So this is what I'm talking about when it comes to Xiaomi. Sometimes you do get some weird stuff occurring like this, can't go back or forward. Just try reloading it. So yeah, we're back now. Let's try one more. Verge. Very quick load there. And let's click, oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's try again. So Yeah, I mean, back and forth really. I think the Zenfone is giving me a little bit more stable experience here. I notice it seems to be fast on some and a bit unstable on others with the Mi phone, but usually they do push out a lot of updates which solve these issues. It's just us early adopters which have to suffer them, so I wouldn't read into it too much. You can see the performance is quite comparable when they are, functioning as they should be. Do we have time for a slight memory test? Maybe. We are pushing it though. So we can just go through a few here. I do notice quite a bit of reloading on the Xiaomi phone. So that's again something I think will be fixed with software updates, but you can see the Zenfone is no angel. It's actually doing a lot of reloading in itself. The Xiaomi, you will get 6 gigs of RAM for the same price as the 4 gigs of RAM you get in the Zenfone. So that's something to bear in mind. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of reloading here on both of them, although Zenfone kept that one, which is good. I do have the AI boost on as well, if you are wondering, on the Zenfone, to get the best performance on. So I'm going to give this to the Zenfone when it comes to the multitasking. It seems to be a little bit more stable there. And in terms of the overall, you can see the Zenfone did very well when it came to the apps opening and the browsing, as well as the multitasking. It's just the Wi-Fi, I think, where the Mi 8 had the advantage there, as well as the screen. I'd say although the Zenfone is pretty good, I think the Mi 8 has a much brighter screen here head on, which could be something to consider. But you do get a bigger battery, as I said, in the Zenfone, and the camera in the low light is very good, tried and tested. So obviously I want to test the Mi 8, but what I've seen of the Zenfone is very good in terms of the dual camera. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here between the Mi 8 and the Zenfone 5Z, two amazing phones for not a huge amount of money. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.